Hello and welcome to a new reading vlog. Today we are going to be reading one of the most anticipated books that I have had on my TBR for quite some time. And finally the universe was yelling at me, the signs, the stars, they all aligned, and it is finally time to start reading Pretty Little Killer. This is by A.J. Merlin. It follows a girl named Blair, and she's attending her final year at Wicket University, and she meets a golden retriever boy, Oliver. And he's fantastic. And she also meets a wicked photography professor, and the two of them are together, and they add Blair into their mix, and it turns out that the both of them, her professor and her cute golden retriever boyfriend, are serial killers. That's basically the premise of book one, Pretty Little Tease, which I gave a 5 out of 5 stars last year when I read it. Absolute favorite book of last year. And if you know me, books never get 5 out of 5 stars from me. It has to be phenomenal to get a 5 out of 5 from me. The thing that came closest to getting a 5 out of 5 for me this year has been Butcher and Blackbird, but that one only got a 4.5 out of 5. Anyway, we are reading Pretty Little Killer. This is following the aftermath of what happened in the first book, and we're moving into the second semester of her final year at college. And yeah, I am currently on page 166, chapter 18, and my bookmark is not gonna focus. That's okay, it's Hyunjin and Bangchan. It's time. I had an inkling yesterday, and I was like, I really need to read something because I read this really cute, spooky graphic novel called Cryptid Club. And it was really cute. Anyway, besides the point, I had an inkling yesterday, and I was like, I need to read a book. And I literally went through so many books trying to figure out what I wanted to read, and I settled on Pretty Little Killer. Now this is going to be a spoiler-filled vlog, I think. Not really sure. You will figure it out in the intro clip, but I am not really sure because I haven't filmed that yet. This is a 10-hour audiobook. There are 296 pages. I'm very excited about this. The first one is called Pretty Little Tease. One of my favorite books of 2023. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I love that book. I have a video that you can go back and watch. I have a whole A.J. Merlin vlog that you can watch too. But I guess I should just warn you, I'm going to be fangirling a whole lot through this book because I loved the first one so much. And I have a feeling I'm going to love this one too. Even if I tell you I don't, I know that I love this series a whole heckin' lot. So I am currently on chapter 12. I am 38% through the audiobook and the Kindle. Yes, I have this version. I'm gonna go back and tab this version later. I don't have as many tabs as I have in Pretty Little Tease. I'm really enjoying this story so far. It's a lot slower than Pretty Little Tease, but I love that we're getting more of Rook and Oliver in like a slower, I just like that there's a slower build up to all of this. I don't know, I feel like we're getting more of Rook, which I like because we didn't really get a lot of like his personality in the last book. We just kind of got like a little we got like a little taste of him in the last one. So I'm liking that we're getting more. Editing me. Enhance. I have some not nice things to say about this book. And I mean this in the nicest way as someone who has also had typos in my book. There have been just a couple of typos, and obviously every author in general, traditionally published books also have typos in them. But add trigger warning for this chapter, this like asterisk at the bottom. I don't know how, perhaps maybe the typos got through, especially at the end of a chapter like this. But you know what? I'm gonna digress. Seeing typos bugs me. But I know, personally, as someone who has published said typos in my own book before, my own books, I'm a hypocrite. My bad. I'm a hypocrite. I'll admit it right here, right now. I am a hypocrite. But it's okay. I don't really know what I was trying to say other than I see typos. And I don't really know how I know how one of them got through, but I don't really know how this one got through. I'm a hypocrite. That was my only update. I also wanted to say, I do not like Professor Longhorn. Obviously, this is our main antagonist. We don't like him. I don't like Professor Carmine either. I don't like how anybody is telling Blair to just ignore this creepy old man. I hate that they're just like, oh, just ignore him. It's okay. Don't worry about it. No. I'd report his ass immediately. I don't care if he didn't like me after that. I'd report him. He's a dick. I hope she kills him. I'm pretty sure that's where this book is going. I hope she kills him real good. I'm gonna go keep reading. And I'll update you when I have a little bit more. Okay? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna talk as fast as I can. I forgot everything I was trying to say. I love that Blair's response is fawn. Mine would be freeze, which happens quite a lot when I face traumas in my life. Nothing incredibly bad, but that's beside the point. I enjoyed seeing her fawn freeze like response. I don't know, a lot of books that I have read is having strong female badass characters like fight back, but I like seeing something different. It was great to see. I love that Rook and Oliver are oh so caring for her. They are the perfect like murder boyfriends for her, and I love that for her. I'm jealous. Just gonna put that out there. What else do I have? I don't know. I cannot wait until Blair decides to murder Sir Asswipe, whatever his name is. He deserves death and only death. I was trying to find a bookmark. Anyway, besides the point. I'm gonna save the rest of the book, which is just a little bit less than half, for tomorrow. I will update you when I have more to say. Okay? Okay, great, wonderful. Also, I'm not really liking how, like, little of Oliver we're seeing. I know that is being replaced with Rook in this situation. I know we've had a couple of cute moments with them both, but compared to the first book, I'm missing Oliver. I'm sure that is going to be fixed in the future. We're getting a little bit more of his backstory. We're learning a little bit more about Rook's backstory, which is interesting. I'm ready to watch Blair descend into madness. I'm ready for her to fuck shit up. Okay? I'd like to clarify what I said in my last previous statement of the typos. I understand that people have typos, and I don't know. The typos are bugging me, but I know the typos happen. So, like, I don't know what I was trying to get at that. I guess I expected a little bit more editing, but also I understand. Casual Affairs was barely edited when I put it out, so. Anyway, I love Blair so much. It takes a lot for me to care about a female character, especially when, like, we don't see eye to eye on things, but I love Blair so much. Almost as much as I love Zira from Bring Me Their Hearts. Like, I love Blair. I was reading that terrible chapter from last night, and I like had tears in my eyes. I feel so bad for her, and I just want to wrap her up and protect her. I love Blair, and I don't want anything bad to happen to her. As Rook and Oliver were taking care of her, I wanted to take care of her too. I just love Blair, and I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I just want to wrap her in like a little box and keep her safe, which sounds a little creepy now that I'm saying it out loud. But that's beside the point. I wanted to take care of her, and I hope nothing bad ever happens to her again. Like, I love Blair. She's so cute. I love her. So, I Did my nails. Don't look at too closely at them. I think they look bad. But, you know, for doing my nails for the first time in a long time, putting on extensions and stuff, I did pretty good. Could be better, but I know I'll get better in time. I am on chapter 22. I have about an hour and 44 minutes on the audiobook at 2.1 times speed. I'm gonna finish this probably around 3 a.m., which is about the time that I would stop reading anyway. I am gonna go shower because I'm tired and dirty and eepy. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna continue reading. When I have more updates for you, I'll update you. So yeah, there's that. I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about Blair and how she's like trying to figure out how to do things in her life again. I feel like if I were in her situation, I would be going through something very, very similar. But I do like this slow descent into madness that she's like slowly spiraling down into. Love that she's losing it, but hate that this has happened to her. So there's that. I don't like that she's doing reckless things, but I do understand that this is a trauma response, and she has every right to do the things that she's doing and is gonna do. And I cannot wait until she kills Professor Langhorne. He deserves it. So there you go. Okay, so like I just sat down to read, and do you ever have that like feeling of like you don't want something good to end like this? I had the exact same feelings when I was reading the first book last year, and I don't want this to end, even though I know there's a third book. I don't know if I really want to. I can't say that I don't know that I don't want to, but I don't want this good thing to end, and then I don't want the next one. I don't want to start reading it because I don't want it to end, because once it ends, then I can't experience it for the first time. Do you feel what I'm feeling? Because this is it's an odd thing to feel. So I finished Pretty Little Killer, and let me just tell you, in the last like chunk of the book, I was physically rooting. I wish I could recreate it for you. Like, I wish I had set up the camera and recorded it for you, because I was reading and physically cheering for Blair. So I wish I could recreate it for you, but I can't. So I absolutely adored this book. Tomorrow we're gonna go through and tab it together, and I will have a more concise what's the word I'm looking for? Consecutive big brain function wrap up for you. But this is Laurel at 3 a.m. wrap up for you. So I thoroughly enjoyed this book. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. It is not top tier like Pretty Little Teases, but don't let that fool you. I still enjoy this book. This book was really good. I will have more concise thoughts for you, but these are just my 3 a.m. thoughts. So I like the ending. I like that Blair got her revenge. I hate Langhorne. He's an absolute trash of a person. I wish it might have been lost in translation of reading this on Kindle and audio and the minor typos that were within this book, but I had no idea where Professor Langhorne was after he assaulted Blair, and when Oliver and Rook found him. Supposedly he was in the hospital and he had a psychotic break. Totally sure. I had no idea he was in said hospital throughout a good chunk of this book, so that's a little problem that I have. But I fully support Blair killing this man. Fully support Blair killing this man. If she could do it again, fully support her. I'd hand her the knife. Anyway, overall, 4.5 out of 5. 4.5? No, it was a 4. It sits below Butcher and Blackbird, so I don't think I have anything else to update you. I will send you to the outro clip, which has a better wrap-up. Hopefully. I don't know. So yeah. So I finished Pretty Little Killer, and I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved this bad boy. I have gone through and tabbed it. I don't have as many tabs as I did in Pretty Little Killer, or Pretty Little Tease, but I will go back and highlight the edge in a minute. But I absolutely enjoyed this book. It's not getting a 5 out of 5 like Pretty Little Killer, Pretty Little Tease, and it has to do with the on-page assault. to Blair. I want nothing bad to ever happen to Blair, and I feel so bad that this happened to her. I'm so glad that she got to kill Longhorn. I wish there was magic in this world so she could bring him back to life and kill him again. I quite enjoyed this book. There were a couple of typos that I saw within this book which knocked it down just a little bit for me, but I'm also not going to hold that to any like high regard because I have typos in my own books. So take that with a grain of salt, okay? Okay. I'm excited to see where the next book is going. We're totally going to be doing a vlog for that because I loved doing this vlog. And I really wish that I had made my own vlog for Pretty Little Teas because I absolutely love that book. I'm very excited for the third one. That one is the one where we get Oliver's backstory. We got little hints of it in this one, and I liked getting those little crumbs. It was really cool. I hope to learn more about Rook's backstory. We learned that he has like 2 other apprentices out in the world. I don't know, everybody has such a cool backstory, and, you know, I just feel for Blair. Like, she did not deserve what happened to her in this book. However, I love that she is embracing her dark side and becoming a vicious killer. I was gonna say she deserves it, but that's not what I mean. She deserves her revenge, and she got it. And I hope she gets more of it in the future. And I hope she graduates college. Just like I hope I graduate college at the end of this year. So yeah, overall, 4 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed this. I like the writing style. I really like how A.J. Merlin writes these characters. You really feel like you're in their head. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people have like trouble doing sometimes. But A.J. Merlin, I feel like she does really well, and she like I like how she writes. I know a couple other people don't like how she writes, but I personally like how she writes, and I like how like easy her books are to digest. They're not like a thick textbook that you just have to like slug through. These are easy to get through, and I like it. So yeah, that was Pretty Little Killer. Thank you for joining me with this kind of spoilery filled vlog. I don't know what we're gonna read next, because I'm gonna be busy from May to September, so I don't know. But I will definitely see you in my next one. Bye!